Okay, today we're going to do some sound deadening on the truck. I got some great stuff foam expanding, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it underneath the truck in some of the holes and whatnot. And what this does is it makes it more solid and keeps the vibrations from the road noise and whatnot. So let's get under the truck and take a look here. Okay, so we're under the truck, and these holes are what I'm talking about here. These little rubber pieces, you just pop them right out, and there's a big old hole in there. But see, that vibrates a lot of sound and a lot of road noise and makes it terrible. So to show you what I have is what many people refer to as a lady slipper. For those who work with me, they'll understand this as my pokey. Long story, just accept it. So, if we get under here, and you listen, okay, you hear that like vibration, that echoing. Now, if we come over here to where I did a couple of days ago, and put a little great stuff in already, you can hear it's a little bit more dense, a little harder sounding. Let's try it again over here. Hear the echo? Over here. It's like a rock. So once you fill in these holes, and to do that, all you do, put this down for a second, get the bottle open, you shake it up, you stick this right in that hole, and then you fill it up all into here and back and forth. Go over here, you fill it back there, you fill it over here, and yeah, I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. Okay, a tidbit of a warning here. When you're doing this, you want to remember that anything that's under pressure in a can has fumes that are going to come out that are going to be highly flammable. So don't do this, right after you start driving the truck or something. Let it sit overnight, do it in the morning, so on and so forth. Make sure the truck's cool. You don't want them gaseous vapors to come out and fucking explode. But as soon as you get in there and you really fill it up, I filled it up this way. I already did this one this way, and I did it this way. So what I did is I took the rubber piece off of this, and I just stuck it here as soon as I was done. And you want to quickly do that because it'll start expanding. Probably shouldn't take that off. It'll start expanding and fill in little cracks and crevices and whatnot. This isn't as great as some other expanding foams that I've seen, but it does just fine. It's a little expensive. It's about $4 a can, and you use up quite a bit. So, and I'm probably going to use 5 or 6 cans on just one side. So let's go ahead and do the rest here, and then we'll see what we got. Okay, now that the one side is done, I did all the foam. I'm down on the passenger side. I'm going to let it sit. I don't intend on driving the truck for the entire day. And, like I said, with them gaseous vapors, that foam expands, it lets out the vapors, and it, denses. Well, with anything like that, you don't want to get it near hot items such as the exhaust and whatnot, and the exhaust runs down that side. So I'm just not running the truck today, just to be safe. I'm going to let it sit, 24 hours or so, and I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours. And, that's pretty much for the foam. Great stuff is pretty simple and readily available down at any Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Kmart, just about anywhere. I'm sure you can get it at Sam's Club, Costco, all them nice stores. And now what it does, try and get in here and show you. Yeah, pretty sure the truck's on lock, is it? Okay, so where we were spraying is right here in the rocker panel, right underneath here. And it's going to keep a lot of that road noise from where the door meets the truck and rocks, hit the truck in this area and whatnot. It'll keep that noise out of here, making the truck just that much more solid, that much more soundproof. And eventually we'll be putting in fat mat in the doors, keeping the doors quiet. We'll be trying to put fat mat underneath here to keep that quiet. But for right now, this just keeps all this shit quiet all the way down. all throughout here. And eventually we'll be coming back and we'll be doing this hole. I don't know if you can see that rubber grommet. We'll be doing that hole later as well. I only bought about, I think it was 6 cans today. I just want to do the one side at a time. And she thinks she's going for a ride. And yeah, so that's all we're gonna do for that. There's other foams that you can get. This, you didn't even know I said it was expensive. It's actually on the cheaper end of the scale because you can get what's called auto foam. But I don't care for auto foam because I like spray foams. Once you spray, you can get up in cracks and crevices. You can spray up, down, side to side, back and forth, so on and so forth. Well, with auto foam is an A-B foam, or in other words, it's a 2-part foam. You mix it together, it starts out as liquids. Once those liquids combine and do their, whatever the fuck it is that they do when they do their shit, they turn in from a liquid into a foam. I don't think they release any gaseous vapors like the cans do, just because the cans are under pressure. And yeah, I don't really care for the AB foam, just because, it's a liquid at first, and you can't spray it up. You can't go back and forth side to side. You have to lay it down, let it foam up, and then deal with whatever happened. I mean, that's kind of a bummer. They do make other types of spray foams that, expand a lot better, and I highly, highly suggest that. If you can find one that says it's a 3 times expanding foam, or a 5, or a 10, or 1,000, I mean, get it. The more it can expand, the better, because you can get every crack and crevices there frickin' is. The one I'm using only expands up to 1 inch. Not that great, but like I said, it's cheap, it's readily available, why not? So, that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing that side of the passenger. Tomorrow I'm going to do the driver's side. And if I have enough time today, I'm going to try and do one of the 2 passenger doors, either in the back or the front, and try and fat mat it. I got extendable mirrors coming in. Hopefully they look stock. I'm pretty sure that's what I bought, and if not, I'm going to be upset and have to return it. But that'll be another project coming up here soon. So that's just a little tidbit today, a little bit of sound deadening, and it's great when you have subwoofers. It's great to kill road noise. It's great to kill wind noise. And you have to realize that all the expensive cars, Cadillac, Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, all them higher-end vehicles, well, they have a huge amount of sound deadening in the vehicle itself. So, and they do it by a couple of different ways, but we're trying to do the cheaper ways so we can save the money. Not because, not because I want to do everything cheap, but because, I plan on doing a lot to this truck. Some things I can cut a little bit of corners. And, not a lot of corners where it's going to damage my truck or anything. And don't think that these spray foams will damage your vehicle, because they don't. They don't make your vehicle rust or anything. If anything at all, it would make it rust proof, because it would keep all the water out. And yeah, so that's great stuff, foam installation for today. If you guys have any comments, questions, just hit me up.